I want to ask you about, just to wrap up on another issue, this was quite a position taken by Sam O'Connor and the state LNP in Queensland. I know there's an election coming up, but the Shadow Environment Minister is not going to oppose the Miles government's 2035 emissions reduction target. It's an ambitious target of 75% emissions reductions by 2035. What's your reaction to the LNP colleagues in Queensland not opposing a reduction target of that magnitude?
Well, look, that's a matter for the Queensland LNP. I'm a member of the Federal National Party. We don't accept that in terms of a 75% reduction in emissions by 2035, because that comes with an 80% renewable target by 2035. We've made it clear, as has Peter Dutton, that an all-renewables approach will destroy our economy, will take away what we call firming power. That means industry can flourish in this country. Renewables and batteries will not keep the smelter going at Gladestone or the cement factory there in Gladestone going any longer. They will not have that firming power, that reliability. And so what we need to do is be clear and concise and honest with the Queensland people, as we will be with the Australian people, about how our energy mix should look. We shouldn't put all our energy eggs in one basket. We shouldn't have concentration risk. We have sovereignty of all our resources. So why wouldn't we have an energy mix where we sweat out our coal-fired power stations as long as we can to give that firming power, and then transition those to nuclear power? We're supplementing that with gas, with carbon capture storage, and a renewable mix. That's the common sense, sensible approach to give affordability, reliability, but give sovereign capability to our manufacturing. And if the LNP want to go in Queensland on a different pathway, they need to be honest with the Queensland people about what that mix will look like. You've got two big pumped hydro projects that are going to cost well over $30 billion. If they're going to walk away from that, then that means a lot more wind towers. That means a lot more solar panels and a lot more transmission lines. How are you going to do it? Peter Dutton and David Littleproud will go to the Australian people, we'll look them in the eye, and we will tell them the energy mix that will get us to zero emissions by 2050, not by 2030, not by 2035, but by 2050, having a uniquely Australian approach, a common sense approach.
We've only got 30 seconds left. I did just notice you put out a statement. This is an important one, but if I could get a quick comment from you on the red fire ants, what's the big concern here? What needs to be done?
More money, and we've been calling for this for some time. The Invasive Species Council is also saying that if we do not do this, it won't be just agriculture that'll hurt, it'll be your backyard. You won't be able to live in your backyard. These things are deadly pests, and I just say to the federal government, the Queensland government's failed in over $500 million we've given them. Let's put more money in and make sure we get the outcomes, otherwise this country will pay the price.